my console looking for some fun. When I found this game I thought my troubles were done. But oh what a shock, it was a load of crap. There's no denying it's a flaming pile of trash. I've never seen a game so bad in all my years. This game sucks ass, brings me close to tears. Accumulators films, man, they're in the rear view. They should have stayed there cause this game's askew. That game is shit, that game is shit. Turn it off, I'm sick of looking at it. That game is shit, that game is shit. Makes me sad that it even exists.
We made it! Well, I did. You didn't do shit. But I kept my promise of posting a new video each month this year. Oh my god, I'm exhausted. But anyways, let's get into the game. For those of you who say that the PlayStation doesn't have any games, I would suggest that they aren't looking hard enough. Based on the classic games from coolmathgames.com and other random flash game sites, this game is simple but full of heart and soul. You cannot move and attack at the same time, and half the time the jump button either gets stuck or animations get stuck. The game is hard, and you are expected to fail a lot. This means that the game is technically a Souls-like, and I confidently say it is harder than Dark Souls 2, but easier than Elden Ring. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Dark Souls 2 is easier than Elden Ring. Prove me wrong. Graphically, the game is photorealistic, with character models and backgrounds so good, they are hard to distinguish from reality. However, they must have an amazing office culture because the artist took the time to hide some easy to miss Easter eggs throughout this masterpiece. If you want to test your knowledge on meme culture, I would suggest playing a drinking game where you drink for each reference you find. If you are lucky, you may find yourself enter a transcendent state of being wherein you will lose the feeling in your testicles as your vision begins to blur and the colors become more vibrant with each meme.
Oh man. Whoa. Oh boy. Oh god, what have I been drinking? Is this even booze? Oh, whoops.
The music in this game is particularly impressive as the quality both surpasses what I expected, but has lyrics that really connect with me on a deep and personal level. Much like how Swifties think every single song is about them. This is art on a whole new level. Perhaps it might even be better than the Doom soundtracks. My only complaint is that there should have been more. Though, being that this studio has spent the majority of their budget on everything else, it's a miracle that we got any music at all. Upon starting the game, you are met with a few modes to choose from. You can find a menu to the other games made by this developer, which all play unskippable trailers, such as the classic
my spaghetti lover.
And
I'm in love with your dead grandmother. I know she treats me like no other. I'm in love with your dead grandmother. If only I could be her lover.
This game surprisingly supports co-op mode with split screen, so you and your loved ones can enjoy the magic of shooting down a mechanized priest together. Considering how much content you get up front for $20, this is pretty good. However, before I get into the story and explain why Kim is shooting up a mall after riding an alien's back, let's talk about the gameplay. You have a few buttons to remember: punch, kick, jump, and gun. Just in case any competitors try to win the race against you. Did I mention that this game does not have checkpoints? And failing will reset the mission? Some of these missions are long too. Oh, and that goes for the whole game. If you want to experience it all, I would pick a day you can play through the whole thing in one sitting, because if you close the game or turn off the console at any point, you have to start all over. Thankfully, the developer did have a solution to this issue when I asked him about it. The level variety here is really impressive too. Some levels are basic, while others are on moving segments, until the game has a boss fight wherein it will become a flight simulator capable of rivaling Microsoft itself.
This is where it looks like it gets kind of nasty.
Now, the story. Oh, the story. I wish that I could say this was perfect, but I don't think words can truly describe how much I love this story. I think I felt every emotion possible. Confusion, joy, sadness, excitement, pleasure, and many more. So strap your balls in, and if you don't have any, I would strongly suggest you stop watching this channel on your boyfriend's account before he starts to think that you're watching some kind of German ideology video. Anyways, let's begin.
Butter soup, my favorite.
Upon listening to the news, we learned that random objects have been coming to life and attacking people. Not to worry though, because the local government is working hard to find a solution. The Canadian general has hired a ninja cosplayer who agrees to use her skills to fly an alien spaceship to save the day. But just as the master plan was being told, the news cuts in for an emergency update to tell us that the potato sack race is still going on. The ghost of capitalism past visits us to tell us that we are the destined one who will bring balance back to the ways of the potato.
Sup, pansies, kill yourselves!
So, in search of someone who can teach us the skills we need in order to win the race, we journey to the nearby poop park to find a priest who claims they can teach us, but only after they touch us in the bathroom with their magic fingers. Once they do that, we learn how to jump, kick, and shoot a gun, which is all the essential skills needed to win a race. We also get a good taste of this game's immaculate physics engine, which will no doubt be used to speedrun the game in less than 12 seconds. Upon learning these new skills, the priest who asked that we call him Daddy then reveals that they are evil for some reason and will win the race on their own. In our sadness, we go into the nearby alley where our hookup for the juiciest local crack hangs out. Instead of finding him though, we meet a magic potato who is the Lorax of all the potatoes, and effectively this universe's god. They tell us that we must win the race in order to save the potatoes from an eternity of torture. Inspired by the magic flying potato and its tail, we set out for the race. However, the priest wins the first time, so we ask the ghost of capitalism past to send us back in time so we can try again. He agrees, but only after we agree to drink his piss. He then proceeds to do some cool moves and we start the race over again. After winning, the priest gets mad and tries to kill us with their mech suit, so we shoot them with a gun. The magic potato returns, but then tells us that the race was only a test for the real race, where we are teleported to the moon to race an alien in probably the longest level in the game. Upon winning the race and earning the alien's respect, he agrees to take us back down to Earth by giving us a piggyback ride. Because the plot is confusing and Kim forgot what was happening, he then goes to the nearest market and shoots everyone in order to save the potatoes there. The manager, having watched our rampage, assumes his true form and becomes a streamer. So we fight him in a battle to the death while breaking the fourth wall in a flying shopping cart while he talks shit on this magical game. I have a slight aneurysm. With the potatoes safe, the magic potato returns and shits in our hands and tells us to eat it so we can become the potato god. We watch a full minute cutscene of this before turning into Potatozilla and rampaging the whole city. Finally, the government sees the destruction and takes action into their own hands, surprisingly. But not before another 5-minute cutscene where he and the game's creator talk about the ending while sensually deep-throating bananas. When he and the ninja regroup at the airfield, the best character in the whole game gives us the best plane he has to offer, and we drop TVs and other random bullshit onto the monster before it destroys the city in an actually pretty fun and challenging boss fight. With the city saved and the crisis over, the people rejoice and make love. The world has united. The potatoes are saved. And the balance is restored. Harmony over the world takes place as people drop their weapons in favor of standing together with their newfound respect and appreciation for potatoes. The end. Well, that was just goddamn beautiful. There are a lot more Accumulator films games, and even if you don't play them yourself, you should at least take a look at how far the rabbit hole goes for a good laugh. As for me, this is my peak. My time has come. And as the sun sets over the horizon, I feel only one thing. I want but one thing. And now, I finally have it. A way to make toast in the bath. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet and you made it this far in the video, I suggest you do it before I find your IP address. And if you liked the video, leave a comment and like the video. Stay tuned for next year, and I'll see you next time.